amazing.
Well, the Pujas, I mean, Shri Mataji got involved in everything. I mean, the early Pujas, we didn't know anything. If Satpal wasn't there, if you listen to some of the early tapes, there's hours of rustling noises and little commands from Shri Mataji saying, just get that thing there and get this thing and now do this.
We
and now
just
do
had
that.
no idea.
And on one occasion at the Finchley Road ashram, there was no one who could read Sanskrit at all. For something we were doing, we were outside. Do you remember?
In that little back garden.
Shri Mataji, we looked through everyone that was there, and in the end, Shri Mataji said, "Well, there's nothing for it. I'll just have to worship myself." And so she read them.
By the way, going back to Nepal, do you remember the result of your flying around Everest?
Oh, poor Pat.
I got into one of my big sulks there that I'd started to get. That was.
We wanted to go and see the Himalayas.
Yeah. We got on a little local plane to look at the Himalayas and Mount Everest, and
a tourist trip. Yeah.
And it flew down. It flew down one side. I was on this side. It flew down miles away from the mountains and turned around and came back really close. The other side. So all the people on the right hand side had an amazing view, and I didn't. And I was so upset. I was so upset. She went and asked the pilot if I could come up into the front and see it from the front, but I was so angry I refused. And then Shri Mataji signed my certificate
to cheer him up.
To cheer me up when we got back, because she didn't come. We each got a certificate to say we'd flown round Everest or something, silly. And then she signed my one.
Have you got the certificate still?
Yeah, it's something they gave to everyone who went on that flight.
It's a picture of the Himalayas, a long, wide range.
Mm.
But then we had the picnic.
Remember
the famous handbag?
Before that, there's something else I'd like to add in. The next day, when we went into the garden, we saw these rather strange ripples in the sky. It was rather like when somebody throws a stone in a pond, you get ripples flowing like that. Mm-hmm. Well, the sky was rippled like that, so it was the clouds were like ripples. And Mother says to us, "Oh yes, that's because you went to pay your respects to the Himalayas."
And some of us did.
And it's the waves of joy coming from the mountain.
I was too busy sulking.
And in the garden also, she was combing the knits out of her hair that she caught from me, that I'd caught from the train.
Oh, no.
And we had to kill them and take the name of a boot each time.
Yeah.
But that picnic, we went to
the foothills.
We went up into the foothills outside
Kathmandu
car, wasn't it? To have a picnic, and we wandered up.
We were going to see some sadhu.
We went to see that.
No. We found a spot, and then somebody told us that there was a hermitage nearby, and some sadhu lived there. So we all thought we'd go there. We thought, and Shri Mataji went along with it. So we went there. He wasn't there. There was a hermitage, like wood, like a lot of stuff in Nepal, all carved wood and everything. And so he wasn't there, but we could feel some vibrations. Shri Mataji said she thought he was realised. So we all got very excited anyway. So we had our picnic, and we were all jumping up and down, hoping that this sort of great yogi would appear and this huge cosmic event would take place. And then he actually turned up, and as Fergie would say, looking just like in the comics, with his hair taken up and his sort of tunic, everything. And then he turned up, and then there was this long conversation took place between him, Shri Mataji, and Grégoire's servant.
Yeah.
Tej, was it?
Tej, something like that.
Anyway, and then this went. I thought, this is going on rather long. It doesn't look terribly cosmic. This discussion, and then this chap looked at us. The Nepalese servant looked at us, and he went. And I thought, uh-oh. And the next thing we knew, he was sitting on the ground, and Shri Mataji had her foot on his back and was trying to clear him out. And she said he was a realised soul, but he'd gone mad, in the Kali Yuga on his own. Mm. And anyway, that went on for a while. And then when we went to leave, all these kids appeared gradually from round and round. When we went to leave, it was discovered that Shri Mataji's purse had been stolen by somebody.
Handbag, yeah?
No, the purse.
It was called a purse, but Mother always called it a purse.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah. And so someone had stolen the purse or the handbag. And so basically some of the locals immediately set off to try and find it.
It's like a huge
So we went
drama.
and sat in the car, and we could see it all being played out on this mountainside.
People.
There was this posse of people, and they'd all go up the mountain, go into a house, in there for a few seconds, and then they'd come out, and it had got a bit longer. And then each house, more people would join on. It went all over the place, and until eventually they found it. They got the thing.
And
they
Gregor was horrified that it had happened on his watch. You know?
Well, it wasn't just that. When she got it back, she gave a reward to the people that bought it, and she asked all the kids to stand in line, and as each one came up to her, she gave the child realization, gave him 1 rupee, and a certain person among our number said, "Shri Mataji, you cannot pay people to get realization." And Shri Mataji said, "I'm the Adi Shakti, I can do anything I like."
Very, very, very interesting. We move on now to the time struggle. We are now well settled. There are more people.